Ladies and gentlemen, the Chicago Bulls have now lost 4 games in a row. I got to talk about Nikola Vucevic on this one. How terrible has he been this season? And then I got to show some love to the young guys, Kobe White and Patrick Williams. Y'all know we going to talk about it. But you got to hear the music first. Cognac. Gang. Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm holding it down. Another episode of Shy Bulls podcast. If you like what you're listening to today, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. So every time we drop, you'll be one of the first ones to know. Now, look, man, I don't understand how the Chicago Bulls come out and lose a game like that. Y'all know if you joined us on a live call, you see me. Let's go. And it all went down the drain, ladies and gentlemen. It all went down the drain from the entire team, including the head coach. But I got to talk about this one guy, Nikola Vucevic, and how bad he's been this season, how terrible he has been this season. All the talk coming into this season talks about, hey, this could be our last dance. We know what's at stake. Before you sign your deal, you want more touches. You want to be more involved in certain things when it comes to this. Just for him to come out and perform like this during this season. So far this season, offensively, Vucevic, if you look at the numbers, they're okay. But if you look at everything in totality, it's a drop-off from last season. Just in fact, in the last 5 games, this man has given the Chicago Bulls just about 13 points, 9 rebounds, but he's shooting 45% from the field and 21% from the three. You tell me, is that a guy that's realizing that this is the last dance? I don't know. Maybe he is realizing it is the last dance. And he's like, hey, to hell with you guys. That's pretty much what it could be saying. Now, defensively, I believe that is what is forcing me to be like, damn, Vooch. What are you doing, my boy? Anytime the Chicago Bulls want to make a run, they get out in front, the opposing team, they say, hey, we going to play a zone defense, and on offense, we're going to force the Chicago Bulls to switch because they always switch for some whatever reason, maybe part of scheme or maybe just because that's what they do at this point. Who knows? And then we're going to attack Nikola Vucevic. And Nikola Vucevic has been a turnstile for CTA trains. For the L, you want to go catch the red line or blue line? You can get on for free. Just sit Nikola Vucevic right in front of you. And I guarantee you're going to find your way on a blue line or the red line, wherever you want to go in Chicago's L station. If you just line Nikola Vucevic right up in front of you, you're going to get on for free. You good to go. Good to go. Because that's exactly what's been happening. I remember the pick and roll game of 2021. Nikola Vucevic got annihilated by Luka Doncic. Who doesn't get annihilated? I understand that. But the point is, that's when things started to kick off. Teams kind of started to figure it out after that. And so far, Nikola Vucevic has been terrible in totality. The offense, I mean, he give you some numbers. He ain't no scrub or nothing. He gonna give you some numbers, but defensively, just terrible. Like, literally. Even after last game, he said, we don't do a good enough job communicating to each other or honoring the call when somebody calls coverage. Even if it's wrong, we have to honor the person who feels that's the right call. Lot to dive into that from Nikola Vucevic, but it could mean 3 things to me. Maybe it could mean more to you guys, but for me, it just kind of boils down to 3 things for me. The coach is calling bull crap. Hey, we know we can't trust Billy that much. Number 2 is the players don't get it. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They are not able to communicate well enough or understand the importance of communicating effectively on defense. Or lastly, the players are doing exactly what Billy Donovan wants them to do, and they're showing everybody how trash his scheme is. Now, all these can be, hey, you can pull multiple things out of all these three things. That's why I believe it boils down to these three things. Because if I look at the coach, I can be like, hey, this is something that we know. And last night, he didn't help the team. The Brooklyn Nets attacked Nikola Vucevic from the time that they went on that 15-1 run until the buzzer. Until the buzzer. It was crazy. Then the head coach did nothing. You didn't elect to play small. You didn't try to do any of that. Not run Torrey Craig out there so Patrick Williams could slide to the 4, or they can, be interchangeable at the 4 and the 5 spot just to see something. Didn't try Julian Phillips just so you can see something. Then when you look at the players, I'm saying the players don't get it, or they just don't want to get it. They ain't communicating. These are professionals. They know how important communication is. They know how important this communication is, but some way, somehow, you still allow the corner three to take you out. The corner three to take you out. The over helping on plays they shouldn't even be helping on. It's plays, and I gotta call them out, young pup. Kobe White. It was several times you found him in the paint, leaving a man right behind him wide open and can't get back to close out. It's either him or the coach. Or the Chicago Bulls, the players will say, hey, this is exactly what Billy wants. We doing exactly what he wants. He told me to go into the paint. So, man, it's just crazy, man. It's just really, really crazy when you think about it, because you at least thought you was going to get a team that was going to compete. That's it. Nobody said that they was going to be champions. We already know that was not happening. You know what I'm saying? So we was like, damn, they're going to compete. These guys have clocked out on each other and themselves as long as they in a Chicago Bulls uniform. And that ticker, that time bomb, or whatever y'all want to draw up, whatever analogy, it needs to happen sooner than later. Y'all let me know how Nikola Vucevic has been playing in your opinion, because to me, terrible. Terrible. And that's how he's been. He's been trash, in my opinion. Let me know if you agree or disagree. If you disagree, let me know why. If you agree, let me know why. But I want to move on and talk about the bright spot of last night's game. That's what I want to talk about. But I had to give Vooch the smoke. Kobe White and Patrick Williams look really, really good last night. Last night, if you're able to allow the clouds to just drift on away, the rain to dry up, and the sun to come out and dry up the rain. That's the one positive that came out of last night's game. Literally. The one positive that came out of last night's game. You had Patrick Williams and Kobe White show up as the young guys. They showed up as the young guys. So that's something that we can look forward to when we expect this whole thing to just boil over. Because I don't see a situation to where you have to continuously run this thing and, bro, it's done. Like, it's literally done. Like, stick a fork in it. It's y'all Thanksgiving dinner. If you still got it, throw it away. It's done. It's done. We done had it. It's already Monday. Thanksgiving was Thursday. Most of y'all cooked the stuff on Wednesday. It's time for it to go. That's it. Throw it away. But the boys, out of these two guys who perform well, shooting the three, getting to the basket, drawing fouls, playing well defensively, you still got something positive to look forward to if they blow it all up. Simply because now you can look at the other young guys, you know what I'm saying, who might have some, we will have to see, of course, but it'll be better than watching this, is the whole point. You got Ayo Dosunmu along with Kobe White and Patrick Williams. I think that could be your lead trio that you could start to depend on. And then you got Julian Phillips, who I believe has been impressive in the G League. And in 4 minutes of play, it's a real smart glimpse, but it was a positive. I ain't going to overreact to it. It was a positive. Then you still got Dalen Terry. Look, I know he's been out of sight, out of mind. And we like, man, we don't know. But that's the point. We don't know. Give him some more tick. Let him see what he can become. And we'll figure it out after that, because this team right now, with this big three on there, we already figured them out. We need to see if we can figure out something else. And then you still got other young guys like Amada Sanogu, who's down in the G League performing pretty well. I know there's been some hype from Orlop Bitcham. I know he still has some growing to do, but the Bulls got some nice young pieces that we can run with instead of watching this is the entire point. And Kobe White and Patrick Williams provided a little bit of that, because we know that when we talk about him, he can score the ball. There is still some growing that he has to do as a point guard, obviously, but he can score the ball. And then if you get a Patrick Williams without all the vets, he doesn't have a choice anymore. He should, try to form into something. I don't know what that is. Maybe he cemented himself, but he can probably, show us something. Show us what he is. Because right now, it's a lot of people that believe he's an absolute bust. He's crap. He's trash. He's dog water, whatever. But we'll be able to see when that time comes, if that time comes. But hey, that's it for me today, man. Because I can go on and I start rambling back on. So I'm going to just go ahead and end it on that note. Let me know how y'all feeling about everything we discussed today. Talk about Nikola Vucevic. How has he been to you, in your opinion? Hey, Bobby, you tripping. And then we talk about Kobe White. Let me know your thoughts and all your things on that for sure, because I think that if we get what we want or get what we need or believe should happen, we should have a new coach, and we should have a young team to start running up so the future can get brighter. That's how it should go. But hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to call in, leave your take and be a part of a mailbag episode, call in at 773-242-9219. This is another episode of Shy Boys Podcast. I'm Bobby. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Cognac.